Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's the Pre-Avengers here, guys, and welcome back to another Marvel Future Fight video and another update impression video, more importantly. So as you all know, if you've seen the last patch notes video that dropped yesterday, the update is now live. Again, I apologize for uploading the patch notes video a little late. I had some uploading issues, but we figured it out, and hopefully we can get this one in on time the next morning after the update dropped. So guys, like we said in the patch notes, there wasn't much to cover this update except for two brand new uniforms. So that's basically what we're going to go ahead and do here. Let me make sure that my MFF audio is actually up here and that our volume's not too loud as usual. I forget to do some of these sort of normal steps I should be doing. So if you did not know, the only other thing other than the new uniforms you need to worry about is that there is a 40% sale on all uniforms right now. Now you can go ahead and go buy some uniforms if you like, but just to let you know, in 2 months in April, we'll have the anniversary event as usual for MFF, and it will all be 50% off. So instead of spending 1,000, you'll be spending 800 instead. So you might want to think about that. I'm going to be saving for sure because I know in May the Guardians update will come out too, and we could have plenty of uniforms on that, which we will have a video on very soon. But for now, let's get into these two uniforms. Let's play around with them. This is my very first impression. I have not touched this yet. Very cool looking with the sword. I love the little bat in the dragon in the background. But yeah, this is my very first time looking at these guys. I have not tested these at all. I do want to make sure the audio is not too loud because it can be very loud when we're in this firing area. So I'm going to try and get them over here in the corner like usual. So yeah, as you saw there, she got hit and she turned invisible for 5 seconds, and they're completely lost, and they're shooting at the dragon instead, which is kind of complicating things. Like, get over here, please. I need you guys to come over here. Okay, whatever. They're in a group either way, so we can turn off the AI, and now we can actually show off the skills. But yeah, in the patch notes, like I told you guys, when she gets hit, she does go invisible here. So if they would hit me, there you go. She goes invisible for 5 seconds, and it has a 20-second cooldown there. So that's very awesome. And the dragon is constantly hitting fire at them, which is pretty darn cool. So let's take a look at her skills here. We got our first skill here. Oh my goodness, that was awesome. Hold on. We got to look at that again. She jumps up and then pounds down. She's really jumping in midair. She uses a little bit of her powers to jump. Okay, I was like, hold up. She can fly now? All right, second skill. We got some slashes. Okay, okay. The sword makes sense. Third skill, she gets like back to back with the dragon, and the dragon does more damage than her. She just kind of points. Yeah, there you go. And the dragon does all the damage for her. Very awesome. I gotta find out what this dragon's name is. In her fourth skill here, she does a bunch of slashes, leaving these marks on the ground that have like blue openings, which is pretty cool. And now let's check out the fifth skill. Fifth skill is always the biggest one. She grabs the pirate like mantle thing and slams it into the ground. Let's turn on SFX to kind of see this because I want to see if any of these skills have any SFX. So third skill does not. Fourth skill doesn't either. Neither does the fifth. Okay, so it's really just going to be for the tier 3 here. So let's go ahead and check that out here. Alright, so she's running midair again, slashing around. The dragon's still doing damage while she's slashing like crazy. So yeah, a lot of hitting with the sword. I would like to see more of her abilities, but the running on midair is pretty cool. And obviously the leaving like the blue marks on the ground from the slash is awesome as well. But yeah, I did want to see a little bit more. Like I said, the whole getting hit and turning invisible is a pretty good kind of homage to her. Because that is one of her abilities, being able to do that. And I didn't see that last time. The dragon is running around a lot there. So let's look at the tier 3 without the SFX, because it's probably be how you look at it. And this looks even cooler. Oh my goodness, all the spikes and everything. Okay, yeah, that's pretty awesome. We'll have to see how it applies in game. Obviously, she's a premium character, so I won't be taking advantage of her at all. But we'll still have our sort of videos with showing her evolution throughout MFF, even though it's only 2 uniforms. But we'll try and make it a funny video there. But yeah, that's basically all we're going to be able to do with her, other than test her around in there. So now let's go on to Professor X. I'm not going to make this video too long, but I did want to split it kind of evenly between her and Professor X. And Professor X looks sick. Look at that. He looks all Egyptian, and then he's got this big old head going around. So let's take a look at his skills here now that they've changed him up. So his first skill, it does have the V-pad. Yep. It's a little slow, not going to lie. But it is still a V-pad, so you'll still be able to dodge a lot. But yeah, he kind of just balls up and then does tons of damage. Let's take a look at the third skill here. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. Okay. Wow, look at that. And that is the heal skill. So he like snaps, has all this power around him, and then these like orbs show up and beams come from the sky. That's interesting that you can do that all with your mind. The second skill, he's getting more snaps and stuff. Man, he's a little snappy. Yeah, okay, so he's got waves there. Okay, so that wasn't a snap, but that one has to be a snap, right? I can't really tell. I think he just kind of waves his hand around. I don't think it's a snap necessarily. This fourth skill here, he kind of just does a ton of damage. He's got like a cup in his hand, and he just like completely lets it rage out. Yeah, he does have a cup. Pretty nice. Looks very similar with all the purple to Magneto. It's very interesting. And his fifth skill here. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Oh, that looks so beautiful. Oh my goodness, look at that skill, guys. Look at this. Oh my, it's like all the neurons from the brain, from his brain, just like going everywhere and connecting and making these purple connections. And then you got the blue, like in the movie in the background, making the little like caves. That is so cool. Let's take a look at his tier 3 skill here. Pretty much stood the same. Yep, with all the red and blue, just like from the movies. That's pretty awesome. And then it has the crack at the end. Let's check out the tier 4 because it does do damage right here. So it has the X there, and that's where it has the stun. So anywhere I walk, it does damage. So you do have to be decently close, then that means. And it has a lot of hits, actually. So it'll be interesting to find out what his exact rotation is here. But with just this and off these guys that we have here, let's see how many hits we can get. Okay, pretty cool. So let's try and isolate one person. I should probably have done this with Kitty Pryde too. That's the best way to see how many hits a character does have. Now the problem is that he does have the tier 3 and tier 4 that go everywhere. So here we go. We got him in the corner. Let's just pop the skills randomly and see how many hits he get. Like I said, I don't know. We don't know his rotation just yet. That'll be out soon though, and I will have a video on that as well. Okay, so 169 hits there. Not bad. I'm gonna compare that to what is he's a blast. Okay, so let me compare that to someone like Iron Man, who is really good for PvE here. So in one guy here, Iron Man gets off. Okay, well, it's a little iffy with Iron Man because his tier 3 is just kind of one whole hit. So what about his regular rotation here? Yeah, it's a little harder to tell with Iron Man because that tier 3 hits so hard. I need someone who does a lot more spam damage. Magneto actually might be the perfect example here. Let's just... yeah, I think this will be the better example here. Okay, so Magneto ends with about 167, so only 2 less than Professor X. So assuming everything else applies in the game, he's got the hits for it. So we'll have to see. He's got the hits for it for sure. And I love this tier 4 skill. I mean, look at this. I can just run around and just, oh, you want to get hit? Oh, you want to get hit? Oh, you want to get hit? That'd actually be really good for like auto farming, if you think about it, because he just popped the tier 4 and just run and do damage to people if he runs at them. That actually would be pretty cool. Pretty good idea for the next farming character, because I don't think he'll be a farming character, but we'll have to see. All right, let's go ahead with Kitty Pryde now here. Let's test out the same thing of hits on her with a just regular 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't believe these will be their rotations. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how park friendly they are. But okay, 60 hits there. Yeah, that tier 4 definitely helps. What's his name? Professor X out. So the only other thing that I'm going to go over here for the update, I did go over in the patch notes as well, but I thought I'd let you know if you didn't watch the patch notes video. Here in your loyalty, guys, when you go to buy stuff, this has been updated. At least it should be updated. I'm not seeing it at the moment. Maybe you have to get, it hasn't applied yet because it does come in waves, the update. But basically, there'll be more crystals here available, tier 3 rewards, and there will be some Odin's blessings at the end, and an Odin blessing chest, apologies, at the very end there. And this is basically just for when you spend crystals. So yeah, not something everyone's gonna look forward to, but it is something that I thought I'd let you guys know. There's also an artifact unequipped cost 50% off right now, so make sure you go take advantage of that. I just started up today. So yeah, you know that I'm basically running out of things to talk about when I'm talking about events like that in a video dedicated to first impressions. But there it is. Overall, skill look wise, I think they did pretty well, Professor X. Kitty Pryde, I feel like could have been a little bit more, but I still liked it. And yeah, I wish I could test these guys out for you in game, guys, but I unfortunately cannot. I have to wait till I unlock Professor X. I'll have him at level 80 by the anniversary for sure. And then Kitty Pryde, I'm just going to completely skip over. I'm not going to waste a tier 2 mega ticket on her. When I have other characters, for example, like Ironheart or like, what's her name? Polaris, or where is Ghost Panther, that I really could use for supports, that I'm just not going to waste it on Kitty, especially if she's not meta. And just looking at the patch, she wasn't. And looking at her hits there, kind of told you a little bit too. But that'll do it for the video, guys. Pretty short. Like I said, not much to talk about. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do reviews for these characters as usual. But we'll still have content daily, so stay tuned for that. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, guys. It really helped me out. I appreciate it as always. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And we'll see you all in the next one. Take care.